So this is just kind of an example of kind of where projects start. This whole thing started with Dan with a tree. He had a giant tree here in the corner that fell. Big giant tree comes and it crushes this building, crushes this roof, lands on his roof, crushes the roof, causes a bunch of damage. And so project one is about rebuilding this building, rebuilding the roof, putting a new roof on. That's kind of project one. Dan's here cooking up, grilling a lunch for the crew at the end of the project, and you'll see why, because this is kind of the project one. Let me show you the next one. And then that leads to project two. This side of the house, the only thing that remained really was this fireplace. We put new doors in the whole house, a couple windows, but then they had a closet here. We converted this space into an ADU kitchen because they lived in this half of the house while we remodeled the other half of the house. This is a nice little, and this is eventually going to be, this is a guest room for guests and when kids come and stay. And as they get older, they could always have it as an ADU if they really wanted to. Include remodeling this bathroom, which is just like your typical bathroom. It's an EGL vanity. Nice simple tile job, nice simple bathroom. And then put the floors. The floors were the last thing to go in, as you can see there throughout. I love these floors. They are just beautiful. Wide plank, long plank. Here's our lovely cat that we've been fighting around for the last year plus. Okay, so this was project one. Then they moved into this part of the house, which led to project number three, which is the kitchen. So here is the floor. So this used to walk in here and this was all tile and there was a door here. And you'll see this in the after photos or the before photos showing that they walked down. It was a galley kitchen here. This used to be two patio doors, took them out and put in these two giant windows along with doing all the rest of the windows and doors. Fireplace. And so this is this used to be a giant wall right here. So we took the entire wall down, obviously reframed a header in the ceiling for it to be able to open it up now to create the typical great room. There's Kathy, the client. She's great. Skylight is the only thing that remained. We moved that window down and then redid the kitchen. And I'm gonna show you some features of the kitchen in a minute. Okay, and then the last thing we did was to do the kitchen. And the kitchen has got a lot of cool features that I think are worth highlighting. Notice how this refrigerator, it still juts out a little bit, but this is an extra deep refrigerator. So what we did is we accessed the thickness of the wall in order to push this back to give us some nice room here in the entry. So nice little feature. The double oven, which is obviously nice. We pay attention to things like drawers. Like this is a big drawer to put stuff that's related to the oven. Makes total sense. So we pay attention to the little details like how big is that drawer? Is it this big? Is it this big? We ask the client, how big are your pots and your pans? So it's customized to what's good for the client. Then this corner assembly, the idea is, well, how do you really work with corners like this? Well, how we did, this lower part is all these pull-out racks to make for a pantry. You have 4 of them here that are stacked that accesses this back part of this back corner. Outstanding. Look at the top. The top is now shelves that you can actually have a pantry up top here. So that is a really clever way of getting a corner to become super useful. And as you work around, notice how the drawers. These drawers are all, there's 4 of them. They're customized for what the client needs. Come on around this way into the galley. So you can see how everything here, get where you can see the whole galley here. Everything here was thought for purpose, for what the intention is. Like, what are we doing with the left-hand one of the stove? Come inside, come in close and look. When you're standing here cooking, what do you want to have? You want to have access to all of your utensils for cooking, all the things that you need, as well as down below. On the right-hand side, what do you want to have? You want to have your oils, your olive oils, your spices, things that you use all the time. So this you become like a cooking machine here, right? How things work. This has all of, look at this, it's got your knives. And so it's organized to fit what really works for the client. Notice the fan up above. It's a feature. I don't like these giant hoods are cool. They can be very nice looking. Some people like the look of a hood. I like to have no hood. So to have no hood means that this thing is is flat. We've been doing this now in several kitchens. If you look back on past videos, you'll notice this often that we have these hoods in because they really, really work. Really, really cool. We really like them. Classic sink assembly. We like these deep sinks that have the racks and below. Again, nice feature. We love dishwashers, you know, obviously right next to the sink. And again, microwave area. When you're cooking in your microwave, it's a key part of your kitchen nowadays. People, microwave is a fundamental part of how you use your kitchen. This is everything you need around working with a microwave. And in the end, you have a place where you can put your tall brooms and what sort of stuff's coming around this way. Now, one of the things that Kathy and Dan really liked is they love sitting at this end of the kitchen as they were used to it. If you look in the before photos, you'll see them there. So obviously we designed it to where it would feel comfortable for her to be in her kitchen and be able to use it the way that they're used to using their kitchen. Fold it around. Used to be a big chimney right here. This used to be a giant, had a big old ugly chimney here that didn't work. Tore that out. Put in an assembly for the TV. So this becomes the place where they can sit. This is their comfortable place for the clients to sit and really spend their time with the TV that's related to their kitchen. This is where they're going to spend the majority of their time, right? Nice recessed lower 4 seats before they only had 2. And then here, notice the nice wide walkway here. This is and you obviously get all kinds of auxiliary storage and shelving for a kitchen. Garbage drawer, put right where they like their garbage drawer, right? So that things work. So there you go. So this is an example of, and notice how open it is. This is what we consider to be a great room. This works for me for a great room, and I hope it will work for you too. Inspire your thoughts and ideas for your kitchen. So call to remodel your kitchen. Design Build Specialist remodels whole houses. So we look forward to hopefully working with you in the future.